Good day, podcast community. I'm Pete Kane. I'm a high performance coach and podcaster. I'm here to talk about our live event that we have on the fourth Saturday of every month. It's learning to be a key person of influence strategy. Now, why do we do this? I'm going to tell you why. And if I'm going to give you a gift at the end of this, a $300 gift. So if you want to hang around, it's going to be worth it. All right. First is going to be why. Why do you want to be a key person of influence? There's a formula called 7-11-4, and you can search it and see more about that. Daniel Priestley wrote the book, and you want to definitely dig into what he has to say because he's way ahead of what we're doing here, but we're following the same path. 7, what does that mean? I'm going to give you an example. One of our speakers is Alicia Tedesco. She's a leader in the community. She owns the company called the Ace Handyman franchise, has a big territory in the Atlanta area, and she is going to be speaking. But let's just say I meet her at the grocery store. She's wearing her Ace Handyman shirt, and I say, well, hey, my name's Pete. What do you do? Or what's your name? And she says her name. And I said, well, what is Ace Handyman? I've been to Ace Hardware. I'm familiar with that. She says, do you know how when you have nagging projects around your house that keep lingering on and you don't have time or don't want to prioritize the time to get it fixed or don't know how to fix it? And the person says, yes, like me. What I do is provide vented, certified handy people to come in, fix, and repair lots of projects, depending on what you need, to give the homeowner freedom to spend time with their family and to spend time on something they love to do, not what they have to do. Okay, when I say that, I'm leaning in, I'm curious. I ask for her card. Then my next step is this. I don't know her, never met her, have no idea who she is, outside of she built my curiosity. And the curiosity led me to search, go on a journey, because here's where I am. Let's say I am the executive director of the Homeowners Associations of America. I just happened to be in town for a convention. And I went to the grocery store to pick up some things and bump in casually to Alicia. I might want to bring her in front of my organization, but I got to check her out. So I search, and I search her name. I'm now going on a journey. I'm going on a journey to find out if I know, like, and trust this person, because I don't know her. And I have to be able to consume 7 hours of her. Because when I start to consume, I get to know her. When I do 11 buying signals, that's me being interested. Say I test her out and hire her for a friend that I know in town. Say I attend a workshop she's doing. I go on and I purposely lean in, which I'm giving buying signals. And 11 is 11 buying signals. Then I see her on 4 different platforms. Let's say she has a book. Let's say she's done a talk, which she will on Saturday. Let's say she has a podcast. Different platforms. I attend her workshop where she teaches how her system works, how people trust her, how people get to do business with her because they like her and they feel that she's the person that can get the job done versus just hiring somebody out of the blue. So I've gone through the 7-11-4 journey. I know, like, and trust her. Now, here's a point I want to bring. If I see 100 people in a crowd, and Alicia, let's say I have known her for years, which I do, I can spot her because my brain is familiar, know her, like her, trust her. But my brain picks her out of a crowd of 100 people. The other 99, right over my head, because my brain is not familiar. And that's what you have to do. You have to go on a journey with your thousands of people that are getting to know you. So over the process, you're trying to enter into the know, like, and trust relationship circle. And when you do, when somebody says something, you know it, because we have 12 to 20,000 thoughts that go through our head, and we only recognize the people that we're familiar with, that we know, like, and trust. So search us online. You can see more about it. Now, let's go to my second talk. And I want to just bring up here, to be a speaker at our virtual and live events, we're teaching people to speak for 5 minutes, 3 points. We do virtual the week before on a Friday. We do a live event on a Saturday. Why we do a live event? To connect, to learn, to grow, to be a platform speaker. Because if I can talk to 100 people versus talk to one-on-one, you know which one's better. So if you exercise your muscle, being a platform speaker, learn how to speak for 5 minutes. I can speak for 30 minutes, no problem. Tell me I have to speak for 5, that's a challenge. So I'm working on it, just like every one of our speakers. 5 minutes, 3 points. They are learning how to pitch from the stage. Our podcast or storytelling, that can last 30 minutes. Our live event and our virtual event is pitching. It's learning how to choose the right words, be able to do those 3 points over and over and over again. So if you'd like to come, we'd love to have you, because learn from a group of people that are becoming and are key persons of influence, but they're doing it online. That's why we do this event. It's streamed live. Then we take each speaker and we can make it into a unique 5-minute digital asset. Okay. Let me go on to the next one. Let me just see here. I'll bring it up. Okay. Here we go. What we want to do here is we're in the middle of the biggest transformation, the biggest change in our lifetime. I'm 68, and I know it's in my life. So if you're even younger or older, it's the biggest change in your lifetime. And it also offers the biggest opportunity, because change is always opportunity, but you got to be prepared for it. So our gift to you is our digital 12-session high-performance coaching course. Let me say it again. Free, our 12-session high-performance coaching course. Why do we do it? We want to prepare you for the upcoming rapid change. We want to help you develop the 5 high-performance habits: clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. And in the course, you're going to go into the second phase, which is mastery. You're going to learn psychology mastery, physiology mastery, persuasion mastery, purpose mastery, and productivity mastery. Then you're going to learn a mindset of being a high performance person. You're going to go through a transformation. How you apply it, it's up to you. But once you hit the 6th and you finish the 5 high performance habits, you're going to be invited to be part of live group coaching. Free live group coaching. Why do we do this? We want you to experience a thriving community. In there is going to be 5 youth, younger, empowering leaders of the future, 5 veterans who have served our country, who have given up their life in a lot of cases to protect your freedom, to advance your freedom. And we need to give back to them. We need to put them around us so we appreciate the freedoms, the sacrifices in America. And then we have 10 business-minded leaders, people that want to be key persons of influence, that want to make a big impact on the world, because the world changed. Used to be local. Now I want you to think global. Because when you go through this 12-session live group coaching, we're going to engage. You're going to build relationships with the other 20 people. And you're going to be able to be in a thriving community of people that have a focus, that have a clarity to their life, that know how to manage their energy and increase it, know how to grow their courage, to be more productive, because you have 24 hours, so do I. How we use it can be completely different. Are you reacting to things? Are you planning and implementing? I have a same routine every day. I get up, drink my water, I think, I journal, I plan, and I implement. That's it. And I do it every single day. I started practicing it. It became a habit. And now the habit is creating outcomes that are absolutely incredible. So when you need, so you're going to go through this live group coaching with the format by Brendan Bouchard, who certified me as a high performance coach. And he's been doing it for 20 years. So, and he charges $1 million. So if you don't have $1 million, come with us, because you will go through a transformation. And when you want to move faster, and you should want to, because you can do it yourself and you're going to go slower. But if you want to go fast, then you could hire a high performance coach like myself to take you one-on-one, once a month, twice a month, or 4 times a month. The 4 times a month is an elite group of people. You have to earn $100,000 or do $1 million in your business. The other 2 groups are open. And they're open for this reason. We have now a founders club where there is 7 positions at the 750 and 11 at the 1000. But each time we're going to not only coach you, but the other week, we're going to help you create content. We're going to help you become a key person of influence online. So when people search you, they go on a journey with you and they can get to know you, like you, and trust you. So if you want to go to pkane.me/connect and use the word podcast, that'll waive the fee on the $300 course. And then when you get halfway through it, it'll activate you and an invitation to join our live group coaching. Okay, let me go. I'm going to put this back on there while I switch these. So our speakers, man, we have a lineup this Saturday. Our lineup of speakers: Glenda Hicks, Wanda Pearson, George, who was just on 5 minutes, Savannah Rose Johnson, incredible person, and J Tubb, who's up in Richmond, who has a holistic journey to share with you. Kimberly Haas, our Rotarian of the Year, somebody that serves in Rotary and serves in her business. And when you can serve in your business, you're going to be so much better because you have a heart to serve. You think of things differently than most, and you're going to hear Kimberly's 5 minutes. And then you're going to hear from Phil Brandon, who is crushing it with relationships, corporate journey, and he's gotten there through relationships. He knows how to build relationships, funny as can be, enjoy being around them, and he understands the value of relationships. And then when you get to, I have the wrong one up here, Alicia. I had Crystal on there. I'm trying to get Crystal at our live event. And so I put her, I had Trexa put her on there. But Alicia, who owns 2 franchises for Ace Handyman, who is making that impact in the community, who serves with a heart. and you'll hear from her at the event. It's going to be a great event, and we'll stream it live, but being there, shaking hands with the speakers, learning from the speakers, and being able to see a live event in your community to where you can learn, grow, and become a key person of influence online. Okay, let me see if I can put up here. Yes, here we go. Okay, now hold on here. Let me take this off so you can see it. Oh, you can still see it. Dang. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. There we go. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay. Empower our youth to invest in the future. We want to surround our youth with the best skills because you and I, if you're in my age group, 60s, we have life skills. We have life lessons. We have life that we've lived. But when you're young, you don't have those to fall back on because you're just learning to navigating through life. But if you can do it with the skill set of a high performance person, you can learn the 5 high performance habits of clarity, energy, purpose, clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. And you can learn it at a young age, and you can keep getting better, and you keep applying personal development to your development. And you surround yourself with people like veterans, people that are in business to make an impact, that are on the journey to be a key person of influence online, looking at the world in a global lens. Because if you can look at the world in a global lens, and that's where we are, then you have a brighter future. But for our youth, we've got to help them with their skills. They can teach us, especially when it comes to technology. You're able to learn from them, and they learn from us. So it's a continuous flow of learning, a circle of learning. And when they activate the live course, where they're with 10 business-minded people that have that focus of impact, that focus of making a difference and wanting to be a key person of influence and following that path, they look to be inspired because the future looks bright when you surround yourself with these type of people. So it activates the course. There are around 5 veterans, 10 business leaders, and people that are on a mission to change the world for the better, because we need more people with the right mindset to have an impact, to be personally responsible for themselves, and to grow each day. We do it through Growth Day. So you're thriving together, ongoing access to a vibrant, high-performance community. So go to pkme.me/youth. Use the word youth, I think. And just send us a support ticket if I think it is youth. Yeah. And you'll get access to the course. Then you'll be invited to be part of a group coaching experience with 20 high achievers. So, all right, now that's all. Let me go back to a commercial break for our upcoming events. Think of our events as virtual and live, because we do the virtual event. We can bring people in from all over the country. We'll be streaming one person on Saturday. So if you're out of town and want to be part of it, be a guest on my podcast, because we want to get to know you, and to get to know you, to introduce you to our community, to allow you the opportunity to be in a thriving community, because together we're better. And if you're trying to do this alone, it's going to be so much harder. If you're trying to do this by yourself without a coach, without a mentor, it's going to be a whole lot harder, because you can't. Because if you look at high achievers, you look at high performers in anything that's out there, regardless whether it's sports, celebrity, anybody, they all have coaches. They all realize that their time is so valuable. They want to tap in to the potential of somebody that's already done it. Whether you're hiring a bridge coach like Gates did, or whether you're hiring a quarterback coach like Tom Brady always did. To be the best, you have to hire the best. And when you can hire a high performance coach, you're hiring the best. Certified high performance mindset, certified program. 20 years that Brendan has been working on this. That's why he charges $1 million to work with him one-on-one. So you can have that same system. So my last, and let me go here we go. Almost there. Yes, almost there. Here we go. The 4 human drivers. When we look at what drives us as humans, if we're working at and have a mindset of a high performance person, we have that aliveness. We realize that we only have one life to live. So why not live it with the aliveness, the excitement that's possible? So learning that is important. And when you develop connections, when you develop relationships, and you're intentional about growing your relationships, growing your connections, it gives you, your heart fills until it busts. And that's because studies show, I don't know the exact numbers, but when we get to the end of our life, we have like 1 or 2 friends. Okay, 1 or 2 close friends. What if you could have more than that? Is that what you're shooting for, is 1 or 2 friends? Why not start now to build those relationships, to build those connections, to be intentional about it? Because if you have that meaningful pursuit and you have that vision to change the world and you reach high, so high you're reaching to Mars, I like to say your foundation is built by whatever philosophy you believe in. I'm a Christian, and I believe my biblical foundation is my foundation. However, if I'm not going to build on top of that, I'm not going to develop me personally, I'm going to be like a skyscraper with a foundation that doesn't have any stories or floors on it. And if you're going to build a skyscraper to the moon, you got to have stories and floors. And each one is you developing and getting better and increasing your performance. Having a high expectation of yourself, but doing it with, like we say, be bold, make an impact, and have fun. If you can't have fun along the journey, you're going to find your ladders on the wrong side of the wall. And if you're pursuing impact, if you're pursuing meaningful relationships, if you're pursuing an impact in the world, it's bigger than yourself. So you're building stories. Every day you're getting better. Every day you're committing to personal development. And when we look at personal development, if you can try it for 7 days. You've heard me talk about Brendan Burchard. You've heard me talk about Daniel Priestley. Those are 2 of my main mentors in what we do in our community. But if you can try Brendan speaking to you for 7 days and see, by answering 2 questions and having another related video short that will impact your thinking, your mindset, and then you can put your to-do list together, and so you can implement your life, not consume other people's lives. The magic is in you and anything's possible, but you have to activate your life, create your life. And if you personally grow each day and you commit to daily growth, you're putting those stories, you're putting those floors on your skyscraper, and you keep going up. And you pull your community up with you, because we all need to be inspired. We all need to be motivated. We all need a community, a thriving community. And when we have that, we grow. And when we grow, we add stories to our skyscraper. So if you'd like to connect, if you'd like to get Growth Day, you can go to pkane.me/growth day. And then if you send a support ticket at pkane.me, well, I'll send you my free course, my first course I ever developed. Used AI as the framework for mindset, goals, and habits. And you're committing after that 7 days to $50 a month. That's an investment in you. And if you're investing in you every day, the future is bright because you're the best investment you can ever make in your life. So invest in yourself, grow, come out and see us at our live event. We'd love to have you there. We'd love to introduce you to our speakers. We'd love for you to be a part of a thriving community, high performance, thriving community where people can be on a path of discovering the potential of a global economy that's rolling out as we speak. All right. Thank you so much. Hope to see you. Go to pkane.me/connect if you want to know more. If you like this and want to share this with people you know, we want to help you become a key person of influence. And as Daniel Priestley says, make the biggest dent in the universe that you can make. Because we're only here once, one life. None of us make it out of it alive. So why not make the biggest impact you can make on your life? Be bold, make a difference, and have fun. Be bold.